So how do one of our clients who's a health coach spend $650 on an Instagram strategy and they made $17,400? That is a 26 times return on their ad spend. So if you're an online health or fitness coach who's using Instagram, this strategy actually can work real powerful, especially here in 2025. It's working banger for our clients. A lot of our clients are getting to 10K, 20K, and even $30,000 months with this strategy. So I'm going to take you through the 3 steps. Number 1, how to set up your Instagram properly. Number 2, how to do the boosted reel itself, where you're actually spending the money. And then how to make sure that you're converting these leads after the fact, after they follow you. So my name is Ruben Drieger. I'm one of the co-founders of CCI, and we help online coaches get to their first 10K, 20K months and grow their businesses in a heart-centered way. So let's walk through this. So the first thing is you actually have to have an Instagram that looks like something that your ideal client would actually want to follow. And the studies are out there right now that people want to follow niche-specific accounts. So it's more important than ever that you have a very specific niche, a target market that you're going after, because that's how people are following on Instagram. They're not following as much anymore the personal brands that are basically no niche, they just are people's lives. They're following specific people for specific problems that they have. So well, you need your Instagram to be set up properly. So this comes down to these 4 different things: how your bio looks, how your content looks, how the link in your bio looks, and also how to set up your pinned posts properly. So let's start with bio. So you want to be very crystal clear with the picture that you post and the text in the bio of who you're working with, how you're helping them, what problem you're solving, and even sometimes having some kind of like call to action in the bio of DM me this word for the cheat sheet or for lab testing or whatever it is. So you want to have your text be specifically clear so that when someone comes and looks at your profile, the first thing that they read jumps out as being specific for them. And then general idea of the picture that you have, your personal profile picture. Have a great picture. Don't have some weird ass picture. Have a picture that's like you, probably smiling, probably looking semi-professional, or you're looking like something that's your ideal clients would actually want to follow. So we start there with the bio. Now we want to make sure that you have active content, because think of it this way. If you would see an Instagram ad that really spoke to you and you went over to their profile, but there was no active content, they weren't posting stories on a daily basis, you could see they never really posted content on their feed, you'd probably be like, oh, well, this person's not even that active, they're not consistent, they're not showing up, you wouldn't follow them. So you want to make sure that you have actively stories on the daily on your Instagram. Stories that are probably sharing no trust content, getting people to like you, getting people to know more about you, getting people to hear your story, or even giving away free value. So make sure that you have stuff going in your stories, and make sure you're posting at least once a day on your feed. That way people can see you're active and you're building something and you're out there providing value, because people want to follow someone who they'll get consistent value from, right? They're not going to follow you if they think that they're only going to get value once a month versus someone who's going to give them value 3 to 4 times a day. So make sure that you're showing up consistently with your content. You want to have, obviously, your links very specific, because sometimes you'll have people coming from your ads clicking on your links right away to learn more about you. Either have some type of freebie in your links where they can download some type of free PDF or workshop, training, whatever it is, or a way to apply to work with you. And in best case, you actually want to have both of those in your links in your bio. Last but not least, as far as the setup, is having pinned posts. Instagram has this great feature. You can pin 3 posts at the top of your feed. So we often have the 3 pinned posts that are going to allow people to know and trust you. So number 1, they need to know you. So you should do an introduction post of who are you? What's your story? What got you into this? How did you maybe go from rock bottom to the hero of the journey? How did you go along that journey? So they get to know you a little bit better. How do they get to like you and trust you? Well, number 1, trust. They need to see social proof. So maybe the second pinned post is testimonials, social proof about the people that you have worked with and how you've gotten them amazing results. And maybe there's a call to action to life of your program in that one. And then the final one can be actually a call to action to a freebie, right? This is going to get people to like you because people love free stuff that's valuable for them. So have your third pin post being something that's actually a call to action to some type of freebie training, again, workshop, something that's going to give them free value with, again, a call to action in the post and in the caption, always both caption and in post. So once you've done that, you have your Instagram set up now. This is actually where basically we call it, you have a primed profile. Now we can start to send traffic to it. In a lot of ways, you can think about it like you wouldn't send traffic to a website that's not done, right? So we're thinking the same thing. Your Instagram profile is like your website. And we want to have all of this set up so that when they actually come to your website, they're actually going to do the things we want them to do. Follow, watch your stories, DM you for a freebie, comment on your post, right? So second thing is we now go to, okay, we want to send traffic to it. Now you can send traffic through organic viral videos. A lot of our clients, their organic videos are getting them more followers, but the boosted stuff is working so well right now, where we post, it's an organic video, it's an organic reel, but then after we post it organically, we then boost it so that more people on Instagram who fit a certain target market will see it and then follow you. So how do we have this set up? We have a couple different things here. We want to make sure that the visual of the boosted reel is good. We want to make sure the audio is good, the caption, the targeting behind the scene, and understanding the metrics. So let me go through these one at a time. First is the visual. So the video is going to have visual components, 2 visual components. It's going to be you in the video, and then there's also going to be text on the video. Normally we're finding this is working best. The video is not like talking video. Most of the videos that are working best for this type of reel are B-roll. If a lot of nutritionists that we work with, it's like them in the kitchen with their food. Or we were working with one nurse who she's actually at her job doing something as a nurse in her scrubs, etc. So it's usually something B-roll content that is like you doing something, but you're not actually even like necessarily looking at the camera, you're just doing your life. And the text is the really important part, because we want to use the text which is on the screen somewhere above right below the middle line, but something that's going to grab people's attention. And we want to call out your target audience in that text. So let's say you want to work with busy dads. So you could say something to the effect of, you're a busy dad who wants to be in good shape so you can play with your family, but you're so exhausted when you come home from work. Then you find this account that shows you how to do it all, right? Basically, you're speaking into their context and into their situation. So you want to draw them in with that first piece of caption. And then usually about 2 seconds in, a second piece of text is going to pop up that's going to say something like, follow this account to learn how to get X, Y, and Z result, or something like that. So you're going to have this text on the screen that really calls them out. And the more specific, the better. This is really important. We've seen that if you don't get this right, you can go from the strategy not really working at all to it working incredibly well and getting, we say, a 26 to return on your ad spend. Now, with the audio and the soundtrack behind it can be important. We often say go with a trending song, and then also make sure that the music has a drop 2 seconds in, right? Where the music, there's like big bang or a beat change or something like 2 seconds in, because that just helps people watch longer. The longer they're gonna watch, the more likely they are to actually follow you. So that's something to be looking at there. Now the caption's also gonna be really important because we want people to follow you, right? So you're gonna start your caption with follow at, and then you put your username. So it could be follow at Ruben Drieger if you're an online health coach who wants to get to 10K months using our Instagram strategy. And then you can have a bit of a longer caption being like, if you're struggling with posting content but having crickets, messaging people but getting no responses, referrals are drying up, this strategy that we teach you on our Instagram platform will help you get consistent leads. It'll help you grow your following quicker. It'll help you get a 26 return on ad spend. Follow at Ruben Drieger to learn how this can help you, right? So you're having a bit of a caption that actually gives people a better idea of what your account is about, what they can expect, and it draws them in. It's a compelling caption. So make sure you're taking yourself in there, having a compelling caption. Now, when you go to boost this, you want to do a couple different things. So you're going to go set up organically. Then the first thing is you want to boost it from your laptop, not your phone. Because if you do it from your phone, Apple charges you an extra 30%. So quick hack, boost it from your laptop. When you go in there, you're gonna go, as far as the goal is gonna be, profile visits. So you can have the goal be like people messaging you or people going to like the link in your bio. Our goal with this is just to get people to view your profile and to follow you. So it's gonna be to view your profile, and then you get to put in who do you want to target. So again, the more specific, the better. So go with your demographic, go with the right gender, go with the age group, go with where are they based, go with the interest, get specific with it, because you don't want to be growing your following with the wrong people, because the wrong people will never buy. And so they are useless as followers. So make sure your targeting is really good, is really specific. And then the metrics that you should be looking for is that a lot of our clients are getting usually a new quality follower for between 50 cents and $1. And so that's kind of the metric you should be looking at. And usually what we're seeing is you're probably needing about 8 to 10 profile visits to get a follow. So you'll often get profile visits for like 5 cents or 10 cents, right? And then you'll have people following you off of that. So that's how the boosted reel is set up. Now, the last piece is obviously you need to actually know how to convert people after they follow you. And this is actually a massive skill set because you probably have seen it many times. There's these coaches or entrepreneurs have big followings, but they don't seem to be making a lot of money. It's because they are really good at these top two things and not very good at this last piece. So the last piece is actually a conversion system. And I'm not gonna go crazy in depth today on this. We have other videos where I do, but I'm gonna give you a simplistic overview of it. If you have more questions, you can comment them down below. So the first thing is that you gotta message these new followers. You gotta start a conversation with them. Do not be shy. Do not think that it's weird to message people. Go ahead and message these people. But instead of going to message them and tell them hardcore right off the bat, basically we go into value provision. We just provide value. Hey, thanks for the follow. I'm giving out some more resources to my audience. I have these different things I'm giving out. What would you find helpful? Awesome. Here, let me grab this for you. Seems like you're working on some goals. What are you working on? I'd love to send you some more content to support you. This is the goals. Fantastic. You should join my workshop next week. Also, how long have you been working on those goals? What have you been struggling with? Great. You know what? This other post I made the other day is going to speak clearly for you. Go with value. And once you've provided value, I often say 2 to 3 times in that conversation, you can test the sale. Usually that's a question where usually this will be about 10 to 12 messages into the conversation, right? You're providing value for 10 to 12 conversations. Then you can go ahead and test the sale by saying something to the effect of, by the way, have you ever thought of getting help to achieve these goals? Or what have you tried in the past that didn't work? And you're thinking of maybe getting something that would be better for you, right? Test the commitment. And if people are getting the value, they're loving it, they're open to the conversation, and they give a good answer to when you test the commitment, go ahead and offer a sales call, discovery call, obviously. So you can go ahead and do this. And this is how our clients are literally, they're spending $650 over, this was over a 3-month period. And she actually brought in $17,400 with this strategy. So obviously we're upping things. She was only spending $5 to $10 a day. And so you can do this with a very small budget and you can get amazing results. So if you got any other questions, feel free to comment them down below, folks. But this is raw, real value here on our channel. Make sure you subscribe because this is where we go no fluff, no secrets, real value for you folks. If you got any questions, you know what to do, and I'll see you guys in the next video.